Yo, what's that smell? Chase crinkled his nose, waving a hand in front of his face as he walked into the high school locker room. Oh wait, it's just the janitor again, he smirked, pointing to the hunched figure scrubbing the floors in the corner. Laughter rippled through the group of football players behind him. Mr. Darnell didn't say a word. The old man simply kept scrubbing, knuckles raw, movements slow but steady. Guy's ancient. Should be in a nursing home, not a school, one kid muttered. Another chimed in, he even limps like he's haunted. Someone kicked the mop bucket. It tipped, water sloshed across the tiles. Oops, Chase grinned, fake apologetic. Still, the old janitor didn't flinch. He reached for his mop again, wrung it out, and kept working, quiet, calm, like none of it touched him. But his eyes, they didn't blink. Didn't budge. Then, Chase spotted the small locker tucked in the far back of the custodian's supply room. Paint chipped. Locked with a heavy clasp. You think he hides snacks in there? Chase joked. Nah, someone said, probably diapers. Laughter again. What they didn't see was the tiny photograph taped just behind the mop rack. 3 soldiers. Dirt on their faces. Smiles tired but proud. One of them was Darnell. Younger. Stronger. Holding the folded flag of a fallen brother. But nobody asked. And nobody knew. 2 days later, Chase was forced into detention. His punishment? Help the janitor after school. He groaned. This is stupid. But orders were orders. Mr. Darnell didn't speak as Chase followed him down to the basement level, where the old boiler hummed and dust choked the air. They worked in silence for a while. Until Chase, bored and fidgeting, spotted the locked locker again. Hey, what's in there? He asked, half joking, half curious. Mr. Darnell paused. For the first time all afternoon, he looked Chase directly in the eye. You really want to know? There was no sarcasm. No anger. Just calm. Darnell pulled out a key. The lock clicked open. Chase leaned in. Expecting, who knows what. What he saw made his mouth go dry. Inside was a perfectly folded uniform, medals gleaming. A bronze star. A purple heart. A photo album, one that opened to reveal men in battle gear, sand in their teeth, blood in their eyes. And letters. Dozens of them. Some unread. All returned. Chase looked up. You served? Mr. Darnell nodded once. 3rd Infantry. 2 tours. Fallujah and Helmand. Then softly added, some of us come home. Some of us never really leave. The locker door shut. And Chase couldn't speak. A week later, the school held a Veterans Day assembly. Chase stepped onto the stage. Not to perform. Not to receive an award. But to speak. Most of us walk past heroes every day, he began, voice shaking. We just don't recognize them without a uniform. He turned and pointed. Mr. Darnell, he said, is more than a janitor. He's a decorated combat veteran. A man who gave more for this country than I ever will. Silence. Then applause. Then standing applause. And behind the bleachers, Mr. Darnell stood quietly, in uniform for the first time in years. Not to show off, but to honor the memory of brothers he'd lost. As he stood there, head over heart, eyes closed, a single tear rolled down his cheek. Not for pain. Not for shame. But for the unexpected kindness of being seen again.